Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumen and today we're having a look at Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. Are you searching for a peaceful farm life, a fresh mountain breeze, and your own market stall? Well, look no further than the friendly community of Zephyr Town. Here, you'll grow your own crops, raise animals, and get to know the locals while you sell your wares at the town's bazaar to restore it to its former glory. Inspired by the classic handheld title, the new Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar builds up and improves on the original in every conceivable way. A bigger world that is more alive than ever, new and improved visuals, new characters, expanded stories, voice work for the first time ever, and a full character creation and customization system, which is obviously why we are here. If you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, you can find some links below. You can also find the timestamps down there, so you can use those to find what you are looking for in this video and leave satisfied. Finally, my links are down there as well, my Ko-fi page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest. In this video, all the options available upon your first launch of the game. That's your move-in paperwork, the body options, skin options, hair options, outfit options, and all the rest. The male and female stuff is all together for this, but the timestamps will still take you where you need to go. Important to note, you cannot change your paperwork details later, but you can change your appearance later, and there is obviously a whole lot more stuff to unlock in the game. Now, let's begin. First up, our name. Mine has conveniently been entered as Lumen, and that's perfect. You can use anything up to 8 characters, and as you confirm it, it will once again just warn you that you cannot change these after you've selected them and started your game. Then you get to pick your pronouns, he, him, she, her, or they, them. Pick whatever you like and move on. Your birthday, you get to pick between the 4 seasons. You have spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and each of them is 1 month long. You get to pick whichever day you want in that month. I'm on the 1st of spring, so I'll pick that. I'm not sure how much of an impact this has on your game and your gameplay. There is probably a strategic choice that makes sense. I don't think it matters all that much regardless. Then you get to pick the name for your farm. Mine is called Slurmstone, which is just absolute perfection, up to 12 characters long. And then we can move on to the fun stuff. The good stuff. The portrait. This can be changed later. This is your character customization. So, that's what the model looks like. You can view the portrait here by pressing shift, then it takes all the menus and stuff away. You can also rotate the character if you so desire. Now, I've mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. All the options are all just in the same menus here. The female stuff is mixed in with the male stuff and everything in between. You are never limited, so if you pick a female body type here, you don't get cut out of the male options like the short hair or the facial hair or anything like that. It's all mixed together. You just create your character. I like that. It is a good way of doing things. As I go through here and show you the faces, I will just say this is the 3rd Story of Seasons game that I have a look at on the channel. I've not checked them all out. I've not seen the lot of them, but I will tell you that I've seen enough now to know that this is the best looking one I've seen thus far. I have a lot to say about the models and stuff, and I'll get to that in the outro. I'll sort of give you my final impressions and thoughts there, so you can skip to that if you want to hear it. But it is definitely the best looking one, and I like that they went with this sort of, you could call it an anime style, a little bit more grown up, I would say. Not so much the chibi style that they have in some of the previous games. I think I had a look at one called Friends of Mineral Town, and that was way more chibi, a little bit more cutesy, you could say. And that was cool. No jokes, I liked it. But I think this one, it gives you a little bit more to work with, right? Personally, I'm a big fan of this one over here. I don't know, it suits me. But then you can't see the eye color, so we're gonna take whichever one looks the most tired. This one actually looks kind of tired, so face T. Our next option is skin tone. Not a huge selection here for skin tones, but they do let you go pretty dark. I think this is pretty much par for the course with games like this. You don't usually get to go much darker than this, so yeah. Where this is concerned, it's a you get what you get and you don't get upset situation. Like, there's just no more. It's what they usually do, and it's okay. You know, you expect that coming into it, and generally you can still make something decent. Eye color, these are pretty nice. You will notice that a lot of the colors and the overall style, the look and feel of what they're going for here is a teeny weeny bit washed out, but it's not to an extent where it would detract from the experience. It's to match the art style. And when you're in the game, it's anything but. It's anything but, right? It's more so the stylistic choices that they are making here that makes it look like it's that. They don't give you crazy over-the-top colors, and I'll tell you why. Because it looks tacky. So you should give these guys a thumbs up for that. Another thing you can give them a thumbs up for that I really like is I'm a massive fan of, as an example, Lemon Lime, where they have a nice, interesting, and well-matched two-tone for, as an example, the eyes. I think it's phenomenal. It's really well done. I like Lemon and Lime specifically, so I'm going to go for that one. But I'm a big fan of these. Like Blue Lemonade's kind of nice as well. Ooh, that's actually even nicer. I'll take that one. Yeah. Next up's the hair. So for the hairstyles, we actually have a nice selection here. I'm quite a fan of what they've got. I do wonder if I should maybe take the hat off. Nah, let's just go through it. We'll figure it out as we go. There's a nice selection here of, let's call them masculine versus feminine styles. And I think that 100% you'll be able to find something that you like. There's no doubt about it. And then on top of that, obviously you can use the in-game customization to find yourself whatever stylistic choices you want to further enhance what you've gone for. Not a massive selection, but more so than its predecessors had, and I think that there's a lot of cool stuff here. I'm a big fan of this kind of thing. The bangs are nice. Then hair color. I also like that they've named everything, by the way. The names are nice. And that, oof, man, that's a really nice red, isn't it? Man, that looks really cool. Ooh. The Zephyr blonde is nice too. What the heck? Strawberry blonde. This would be a really tough choice. These are some fantastic colors. Wow. Yeah, see, so I say stuff about like it being washed out or whatever, and then I come in here and I'm like completely blown away by how good the colors look. I'm always a fan of black, but like it's boring. I can feel people judging me every time I pick black. So let's go with Zephyr blonde. I think that's quite exciting. And then facial hair. Yeah, so you get to pick some facial hair. And let me just say, before I even click on these, I just want to say one thing. I did not expect any facial hair. So the fact that it's here, that's a win, right? These games, they generally do not have things like beards. They just don't add stuff like that to games like this. It's just not a thing. So the fact that we even have a little bit, that's good. What I want is more, but I'm not about to complain about the little bit that we have. I'm just saying that. So it is a very little bit. Look at that. It's actually disgraceful that they would not give us a full beard. However, this is more than we've gotten before. So we don't complain. So now for this, if you pick the one you want, you get to go into the colors and it's all the same as the hair colors. So you can sort of mix and match there. I mean, I think it looks good for what it is, but I do believe they could give us more. There's really no technical limitation that would prevent them from doing it, as far as I understand. I don't know. Then we get to pick our mole. I don't know why mole specifically, and I don't know why specifically it's just these four. I don't quite get it. I don't quite understand. It's like some games do this and some don't, and to me it's always just a little weird, you know. It's just having the one mole. It's a common thing. I have a mole right here. I'm touching it right now. It's there. But like, it's just weird to me that that's the option that they choose to go for. But anyway, it's cool. The freckles are beautiful. I love it. I love the way they've done the freckles. I will definitely take them. Two different types there, A and B. A is awesome. We're going with that. Then finally, we get to pick our body type. I do believe this should have been at the top, but because of the way this character creation system works, it doesn't really matter where it is, and that's actually part of the beauty. It's like, hey man, whatever. The body type, it's just like, look at that. Just a little extra. Now, I'm going to mention, along with the body type, you also get the quote-unquote personality type. Observe the hands. Observe the hands as I switch. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to see the hands because of the skin color blending into the background. That's my bad. But observe the hands. You get the slightly more, let's call it feminine stance. And the way your character walks and moves around is slightly more feminine. It's cool. Yeah, it's expected. And there you go. Now the voices, and this is actually pretty cool. Again, I mentioned this in the intro, but this game has full voice work for a lot of the story missions and stuff like that, the quests that you do and a lot of the big characters and stuff. It's also got a little bit more voice work for the characters, which is nice. It's always nice. Let's listen to the voices. I'll stop talking.
Hey. Hello. Hey.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hey. Hello. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. 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 Hello.
There's some pretty good options. I gotta say, some pretty good options. And when you're done with that, you move on to the outfit stuff. There is a headwear option here. This is pretty much the most basic of the basic, right? So you get to pick the Zephyr blue hat or the Zephyr flower hat or nothing. Personally, I'll probably go with nothing when I create my character. This is very much just a sort of like a little placeholder thing until you get into the game and get your own outfits and stuff set up. It's really just how you're going to start, right? Same for the clothes. You get the turnip design or the flower design. Both are pretty cool. Both are definitely unisex, I would say. I like them. Yeah, I will, for the purposes of this video, go with that one. And then I'll say I'm happy. Then I can say go with this look, right? And you say yes. My character does a little twirl. It locks it in. And there's my portrait. And I dig it. I think it's incredibly nicely done. I really love the way that they've flavored this whole experience. And that does bring us into the outro. After this, you just press tab or enter and you start the game. And you're playing. So, yeah, another Story of Seasons game. And another game along, they have once again just improved things. I believe that it is probably a trend that will continue. They are more than likely going to make things even better for the next one. I like the art style. I think that the style that they went with for the models, the fact that they went with a visual style that is very much anime, nicely animated, clean lines, but also detailed enough to give you enough unique and interesting options to make something fun for yourself, is cool. It's a nice thing. I would complain. I would say, hey, if I had to be critical, I think that the lighting / shading on the models are a little lacking. But funny enough, this is one of those games where I really just believe that once you jump into the game, it actually starts looking a little better, which is really weird. So I kind of like it. Yeah. In terms of options, there could always be more, obviously. That's a given. But I feel a lot of the time with games like this, they really want you to just quickly make the character and then jump in and then really let loose while you're playing with all the cosmetic options. I don't know. Either way, and regardless of that, I am a fan. I think they've done well with the visual style overall. I'd love bigger beards. Yeah, man, that's a fact. But all the other stuff is nice. It's cool. It's cute. It's cozy. And it's pretty much what I expect from a Story of Seasons style game. So I hope it's the same for you guys. If you have any criticisms or input or anything, hey, I'd love to hear it. Let me know by leaving a comment. And while you're down there, you guys can give this video a like, share it, do all that other good stuff. You can find my links down there. Also, my coffee page, my Twitch channel, all the rest. And if you're jumping in to Bazaar, please enjoy. Happy making those characters, dudes. Happy that.